Guys, in this video, we will learn what is one-liner code in Python. In Python, a one-liner refers to a concise piece of code that accomplishes a specific task in just one line. This one-liner codes will save your time and make your code look cleaner and more readable. Example number one, to input space-separated integers in a list. So I have some code handy wherein we are taking input from user and then converting the input into list. To do this, we are using map function that takes int method and input dot split this I dot split method as a parameter. Okay, if you're in the program, so first console is asking for input. I have provided elements, space, we have printed all the items, and then we have converted all the items into the list. Now let's see example number 2, that is swapping two numbers. This is the old way of swapping two values of variables, right? After swapping we could see age 10 is got now swap to B. Okay. However, Pythonic provides one liner for this also, right? The Pythonic way is you have to just remove this code. I have this simple statement, right? A comma B equals B comma A. It will solve the problem. Okay. If you're in the program again, so you will see the same output. Let's see example number 3, which is lambda function. Sometimes we can call it anonymous functions, right? Here we have very simple Python function, which is returning a square of a number, right? We are passing one variable here and then we are returning the square of this number, right? In this statement, we are printing the square of 5. If you run the program, you will see this is 25. But lambda function replace a function whenever a single expression is to be evaluated, right? So this is simple function, Python function, but we have lambda functions, right? That replaces a function wherever a single expression is to be evaluated, right? So here what I have a one reference of a function that is a lambda function which is returning the square of the number. This is a parameter and this is returning a square of the number. If you run the program again, so you will see the output is still same. Now let's move to our next example number 4, that is list comprehensions. I have some code which is just calculating even number on this range, right? 20 times this loop will run and then it will find out the even numbers in this range, right? If number is even, then it will add that number to the even list. Okay, if you run the program, you will see we have some even numbers in this range, but we have Pythonic way where we can solve this problem in a one line. Instead of writing these many lines, you have to just say even. This statement represent a comprehensions, right? We are doing the same thing here, for loop, and then we are checking if the x, this x is even, then it will return x. Okay, just remove it and you will get the same output. You see the output is still same. Now let's move to our next example where we have many condition, if else, right? We have one status variable where we are asking user to input some status, and that status is being checked in this condition, right? First we check like this: status is 1 or status is 2 or status is 3. This is a very problematic thing in the code, right? The other example of this type of confusion is if else. Okay, it is asking one status. Here you can see we have inputted 2, which is getting checked here in this statement, and here we are also checking status. If status is 2, we are printing 2. We can get rid of this type of codes and we can use it in a single line. You have to just say status in. Status is 1, 2 or 3, so we are printing the status. I could have like this: or status equals to 5. We can say if status is 1 or 5, then say status 1 or 5, and then you can start your other statement in else if. Let's jump to our next example, that is reverse a list in Python, right? We have a list, that list we need to reverse. Okay, So what we do normally in Python, so we just apply the slicing technique here, right? If you run the program, so your list will be reversed. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3, 2, 1. But we have one Pythonic way by which we can reverse a string easily, right? So you can just say list dot reverse function. So you can now print list. During the program, you will see the same output. Let's move to our next example of one liner, that is patterns, right? Sometimes we need to draw the patterns on the console like asterisk, triangle, rectangle, okay? But with help of join function, we can do it quickly in one line, okay? So we have one variable n equals to 10 means we are going to draw 10 lines. In the join we are passing asterisk and then we are applying a list comprehension here. You see, if you run the program again, so you will see two patterns on the console. Let's see our next example of one liner, that is getting a factorial of a number. The normal way of finding a factorial is iterating till that number and multiplying the number in each iteration. That is very simple technique. If you run the program, so you will see the factorial of 6 is 720. But we have other way to do it, which is more simpler. We can use math.factorial function. It returns the factorial of x, but it raises value error if number is negative or non-integral. So what we have to do, we have to just import math and then we are just saying math.factorial function is there. Okay. And we are passing the number which we want to calculate the factorial for. Okay. If you run the program again, so you will see both statement will give you the same output. This is first way and this is a second way. So this is one liner only. I have one more way to calculate the factorial with the help of functools module, right? Functool dot reduce function, we can do the same thing, right? This is the same thing. Okay. If you're in the program again, so you will get the same out. Okay. Let's move to our next example of one liner, that is combining dictionaries. I have some code. Here what we are doing, we have one dictionary, personal. We have some key value pairs, name, John, age 30. Other dictionary we have education, postgraduate. Okay. User details, another dictionary which will combine these both dictionary together with help of this operator, right? If you're in the program, you will see this is a one dictionary. If you want to check whether it is a type of dictionary or not, you can check it with help of type. Okay. So these techniques are very simple. This is a type of text.
That brings us to the end of the today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.